Takanashi Kiara is a hololive vtuber that I don't like much at all. My dislike stems all the way back to September 22nd of 2020. What was supposed to be a lighthearted and fun Arknights waifu tier listing stream with Ina quickly turned into Kiara offering unsolicited gaming advice on which units are good in the game. The thing is, her advice is terrible and financially detrimental. First, Kiara implies that Hoshiguma is a good unit, which she is not.
Good Hoshi. Her shield is very strong.
And then later, Kiara claims that Bagpipe is an S tier operator because she is so good, which is also just very incorrect.
You didn't have Bagpipe on this list.
Yeah, for
But
some
if
reason.
Bagpipe was here, if she was here, where would you put her?
I would put her... For being so strong, I would put her in S. When you activate...
Even for the majority of non-Arknights players, it should be very obvious just from Ina's visible confusion that what Takanashi Kiara is saying here is very baffling. But right now most of y'all are probably thinking, okay, this is stupid though, who cares? Why is having a wrong opinion on a video game so bad? And normally I would share that sentiment for most video games, but for Arknights it's different. The thing about Arknights is it's a type of game called a gacha game, where basically real-life money is gambled on obtaining your units. Therefore, any advice on what units in the game are good or bad is financial advice. And like financial advice, only those qualified should be giving it. Think about it this way, if Kiara started recommending what stocks to invest in, most of us would agree that it would be pretty questionable and just kinda weird behavior. Recommending what Arknights units are strong is basically the same thing. And Kiara's misinformation spreading isn't just limited to niche mobile games, but she's also known for commonly spreading lies about the United States of America and Americans. Indeed, most of Kiara's most viewed clips is her talking about America or roasting, her words not mine, her American viewers. And as an American native, I just have to call Kiara out on this. Just recently, on June 30th of 2022, Kiara claims that Americans do not understand how their own money works.
Every now and then at cashiers, I wanted to give them my coins so I wouldn't have too much. And they would just silently stare at the coins and do nothing.
So obviously, whether intentional or not, Kiara is basically implying that Americans do not understand their coin money because they are bad at math, which is just not true. America actually has a very rigorous and intense math education, and I lost count of how many math courses I had to go through for my American education. But that aside, what Kiara inadvertently reveals later was actually happening is that she was trying to purchase items costing over $20 in coin money.
And then I ended up giving them $20 bills because they just wouldn't help me get the right coins.
So Kiara clearly stated here that she was using $20 bills, as in plural, so the item in question here at minimum cost $40. And the thing is, it is statistically impossible that Kiara had that much money in coins on her at that time. If we take a 2021 survey for data, we see that the average young adult collects $52 in coin money over the course of the year. And if we generously assume that Kiara visited America for the maximum amount of time legally allowed, which is 6 months, then doing some basic intro to probability calculations yields us a z-score of -15, which on the bell curve yields a statistical impossibility. So Kiara basically misinformed her viewers that Americans are bad at math and or don't understand their money system, whereas what actually happened was that Kiara didn't even have enough coin money for an item, and the cashier most likely assumed that they were put into what we call a Karen scenario. Karens are people who are notorious for not wanting to pay the full price for things, and the best way to deal with these scenarios is just to go silent and not heed them any attention. Back when I used to work as a cashier, people like Kiara were the bane of my existence.